marker, and action. Megan is here with me today. Come say hi. I don't know if many of you know Megan. This is my sister.
Hello.
I still have that song stuck in my head. Wow, you can really dance. Megan was reminding me of that this morning so kindly, and now it is stuck in my head. Hello. I really need to redo this intro. So I actually wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about, I don't know, it's been a while since I've really given you any updates on my plants or shown you around. Plant tours are so 2 years ago, I understand that, but I'm coming back at you with a little bit of a spin on it. As you all know, during my pregnancy, like the weirdest things made me sick, and plants were one of those things. There are so many plants that I'm really surprised and excited by how resilient they were through that stint of not being cared for. I was actually wanting to show you kind of what 2 years growth looked like, because a lot of these plants I got a couple years ago and they have grown ridiculous amounts in 2 years. Some of them haven't grown much, and it's actually surprised me on both ends. I'm gonna take you with me. We're just gonna walk around casually and we're gonna talk about these plants. First on the list is this Fiddly Fig. She has just been a hardy mofo and so resilient. Definitely survived my pregnancy and a lot of negligence. She's been through a lot of my learning curves with plant care, and yeah, I'm just really proud of her. Okay, this Sedum Burrito Succulent has really taken off and is doing great. Sometimes the growth is just crazy to me. So the longest ones I have cut. Anywhere that I've cut, it starts to like fan out, which is crazy. But I have propagated it just a couple of times, and yeah, it's really hardy and resilient. I just cannot even remember names, which is so sad. So this one I've had for definitely longer than 2 years. It is a ridiculously slow grower, but it makes it very low maintenance and it's super easy to keep on top of. Next to that is my neon pothos, which has been a little bit slower in growing. I have propagated it once because it just has one little vine. The rest is taking a very long time to shoot off. I think it looks awkward when it's just one vine, and so I keep cutting it back until the rest catches up with it. Okay, next up, let's talk about this philodendron. Maybe it's the pot that I'm keeping it in, but it grows very dainty. So I have propagated this one once, maybe a couple of times. All of these probably a couple of times, but she's doing really well. She's very pretty. I'm happy with her. This is my marbled queen pothos. This plant I've noticed is a lot more finicky with lighting, and as long as I've given her good lighting, then that's when the leaves, the variegation starts to pop. You get a lot more of the white. I am hoping for more of the variegated leaves and less of these solid green ones, but again, a lot of that is just going to be waiting for all of these vines to catch up, which they've been very slow to grow. My Syndapsis Pictus is no stranger to this channel. She is still just thriving and doing so well. This one is the one that I'm just most flabbergasted by as far as growth rate, because I've had her just as long as some of my other ones, and she just, like, again, it's touching the floor. I am constantly propagating this one. Within just 2 to 3 weeks, she's always touching the ground again. Sometimes I'll trim her up a little higher, and it's just the same story. So this one is a very satisfying plant, very rewarding. If I'm remembering the right variety of aloe, I believe this is a lace aloe. Look at all these little babies. I think however big a pot you put it in, it's just gonna fill it out. Definitely crazy grower. And I've propagated this one a good number of times too. This is one that I actually used to have in my kitchen. This is a golden pothos from my own plant, again, that I've had since I was born. Yeah, she's finally starting to fill out her pot. Look a little more at home, maybe. So this one looks a little unimpressive right now. This is the original birth plant pothos. She's honestly like had a very slow recovery from the time when I completely propagated the entire plant. I don't think that I knew at the time how long it would take for it to reach the growth that it had before. Pothos are very good consistent growers, but they are a little slower than some. Definitely slower than I ever expected before I really got into propagation. It's been a little bit painful watching this one grow, but she's doing good and she's plugging away at those new vines. Look at this one. This is my Philodendron Brazil, and she is hearty. I kind of forget about this one because it's in my guest bathroom, and the guest bathroom is not one that I really use. So every time I come in here, I'm always a little bit taken aback because she's so beautiful. A little bit wily in the way that she grows, so it's not as clean as some might be because the vines grow down and then the ends always curl up. So it always leaves it looking a little whimsical and a little wild, but it's fun to have those differences in your plants in the home. I hope you guys enjoyed today's little plant update and tour. I hope it was interesting for you guys to see kind of what that 2-year growth looks like with each of the different plants. I'm actually really curious to know what plants you guys have that their growth surprised you, whether it was slower than you thought or faster than you thought. Let me know what those are below and let's have a little conversation about it. Hope you guys are having the best Sunday, and we will catch you guys on the flip.